ready, partner?
I need to know where you got the initials AI. That's the first thing, because you've been called AI, but you're Adrian Richards.
Yeah.
So unless your middle name starts with an I.
No,
How did you come across this?
Just growing up in Toronto, everyone used to I used to play, I was always small. So as you can see, I was always small, small guard. So, but I always had handles. So when I used to like cross people and like do my moves, everyone would be like, oh, okay. And then before, when I was growing up, they used to call me Baby AI. Like Allen Iverson. So
oh, really?
Yeah, so it came from Allen Iverson.
That
so
makes sense.
They used to say Baby AI. And then I started growing up, and then I started growing up and getting into high school, and then everyone's like Baby AI, and then I'm like, it's not good with the girls. So I was like, no, scratch the baby and just leave it at AI. Just say
go with AI.
Just go with AI. So then after, everyone's just like AI, and then when they see me play, everyone it just stuck right.
And there's some other guys on the team that are from Toronto as well. So is that how it came over here? How did it migrate over here?
Oh, when it came over here, I didn't really think it was gonna, because when I went to JUCO, and then when I went to JUCO, they were still calling me AI, but I didn't think people were gonna still call me AI. So in JUCO, they called me Little Six, because I was from Toronto.
That's funny.
Toronto's 6, so they said Little Six. But when it came over here, coach was like, "Oh, what do they call you or something?" And I was like, "Yeah, they call me AI." And then after, he's like, "Okay," and
it's stuck.
Yeah, it just stuck.
Totally stuck.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the season a little bit, because we were just talking before we got started here that your team is 10-10. This is a way more skilled team than 10-10.
Yeah.
I think when I watch you guys play, I see some guys like trying to take over the game on their own. You know, maybe they see something in the game that they're trying to take over. But it seems like there's some individual play now and then.
Yeah.
Not to say that the team isn't a cohesive unit, because that's not the case.
Yeah.
But do you see that as well, or what do you attribute the slow start to?
It's just guys trying to step up and play a role. Like we don't know. Everyone doesn't really know where their spot is because we're a new unit.
Yeah.
So to gel is kind of hard. So that's what we're doing right now, trying to gel with everyone, like Abe coming back and Rico coming back. So, and like Wes and everyone. And then you have me. Like, I'm not really that talkative guy. Tay's the only guy that really talks a lot. So, and then after now you have B stepping up. So everyone, and Akeem being his last year, 5th year. So everyone's just trying to step up and play their role. So like sometimes we feel like we're doing too much or doing too little. So that's why we don't really know. Everyone doesn't know really where their spot is on the team. So as the season goes on, we're just trying to gel. So when playoffs comes, we'll be good. Yeah.
It must be tough to go through an entire semester with a couple of guys not being able to play, injuries, stuff like that. You guys basically played with 7 players for the whole start of the season. How are your bodies holding up? Because I feel like, Lakeland is a small school. There's not, a ton of there's not an athletic therapist or anything like that. So how do you guys hold up over the course of right now till now? How are your bodies?
Just ice, ice. Basically, it. Like we gotta stretch, ice. Yeah. Get a lot of rest.
There's a good ice machine over at the school?
Ice machine at the school. That's basically it. Yeah.
When you were in Edmonton playing Kings, you beat them by about 30 points, and Chris King, the women's coach, came into your game and said you're up by 30, and there were guys laying around with ice all over them like your players. You thought, what is going on in here? So it's good to have those guys now, right? Because it gives you some leeway. You can kind of rest up a little bit. Yeah. How confident are you feeling as you kind of move along here over these last few games? Because you've had some real good ones, but you've had some that shouldn't probably be as close as they are.
I'm feeling really confident going into provincials. I feel like every game we play, we gel more as a unit. So I feel really confident. And then coach is there trying to push us and trying to switch up the lineups in practice to make us gel even more. So I feel like it's going to be a great playoffs.
Yeah, and it must take. Do you feel like it takes some of the pressure off, knowing like you don't want to finish 4th or 3rd, right? You want to finish as high as you can. Does it take some of the pressure off, knowing, hey, we're hosting this thing, like we don't have to finish first?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, because that helps a lot, because that's what we're waiting for. That's exactly what we're waiting for. We thought we had it last year, but we didn't. So we're like, oh well. But now we know we have it this year. That's motivating like Akeem and like Tay that were here longer than me. Right. They're like, this is finally our time to show, like just like how the volleyball girls did it. It's our time to show what we really have, and it's at home. So
it's interesting to say our time. Do you think it is your time? Do you think this is the year?
Yeah, I believe so. We have, as you said, we have the people. We're at the most athletic team. I feel we have the guys.
There are some big time athletes on this team.
We have the guys. It's just about us focusing in and giving our whole 40 minutes and producing it. Yeah.
I need to know, because I haven't talked to any of the guys really about the experience of going to nationals last year.
Yeah.
The first time in a long time that team has gone that far. What did you learn from being at that venue on that stage?
It was great. It was a different experience because I never been that far, but it's a different experience. It's not like ACAC. It's like you have to play your best game. Everybody, it's 8 teams, so everybody there could play basketball.
No kidding.
So you can't. And everyone's athletic. Everyone knows how to play. So you got to play your best game, give it all you got, and that's when the real team show what they really have. Who really is gelling.
Sure.
Whoever is like communicating. That's where it shows. You can't win by talent. Basically, you can't win by talent.
You finding that communication is becoming better?
Yeah. It's just me, Tay, everyone being a leader,
Yep.
talking, like even coach. Like our last game when we won against Kings by like 5.
Yep.
We were in the locker room for like 20 minutes. Coach was going around telling everyone, if you have something to say, speak your mind, because we got something to do right now. Like we're after these 4 games and the regular season's over, we got provincial. So speak your mind now about anything you have, anything that's positive, anything that's negative, just so everyone's on the same page and we could gel even more.
That's
so
awesome.
That's
good, man.
Yeah.
Sometimes you need those locker room
Yeah,
talks, right,
exactly.
to make everything kind of come together.
Yeah.
Do you feel like your team is the underdog at all going into this championship, or do you feel like, and what I mean by that is, do you think there's other teams that might be discounting who you guys are?
No.
I don't think so. Other teams know what they're getting when they get you?
Yeah, I think like people that don't watch us, like when we went to provincial last year, people that didn't watch us, they thought we were the underdogs. Every time we played teams,
sure.
they were like, "Oh, Lakeland, I don't know how it's gonna go."
Farm
Yeah. I don't know how it's gonna go, but the people that play basketball, the coaches that are coaching for the other team, know that when they're playing Lakeland, we're gonna give it 100%, and we're gonna go hard for the whole 40 minutes. So they know what they're getting themselves into. Yeah.
There's no quit. Like when I watch the games, they're fun to watch because there is. Nobody lets up. Like it's just go, like 100% all the time. It feels like, right, banging and going for loose balls, and I love watching that. And I know a lot of the fans love watching that too. Is that the style of game you guys like to play? Like, we can bang it around if we need to, but we don't mind putting our bodies on the line.
Yeah, and that's the style.
That's you.
That's
you.
Yeah, that's my style, and that's the style our whole team likes to play. Like, we don't want to sit back in a zone and just relax. We want to be in your face. All right, we're here. Like, let's play basketball. But that's coming from our coach too. He doesn't want us to really sit back and watch. Like, he wants us to be in people's faces. So that's why I said, like, when we play other teams, people that don't watch us might think we're the underdog because where we come from, like Lloyd, in a small town. But yeah.
There's a lot of talent.
Yeah,
Listen, let's talk shoes. Basketball shoes, to me, are fascinating. And do you know whose shoe this is? Do you have any idea whose shoe
Kyrie
this is?
Irving, Kyrie.
Okay, so this shoe, these shoes to me kind of emulate the kind of player you are when I see you wear these. They're flashy, you're a flashy guy, you're a hardworking guy. I like these. Those are awesome. And I tell you every time I see them, I'm like, I love those shoes.
Yeah.
Why these ones? Because I don't see anybody with shoes that are this kind of
exactly
the color, right? So why is it?
That's mainly the reason. Like when I pick shoes, I never pick shoes. Like when I was back home, I always got like regular shoes, and then I'm like, let me get something like bright. But that's the reason, because I want to be different. I don't want to.
Awesome.
Yeah, I don't want to have. I don't want to go in the corner and see someone wearing the same exact shoes as me and be like, I don't like that. So I seen these, and my friend said, I'm trying to sell these. I was like, okay, perfect. No one has them. I never seen anyone with them. Let me get them. And I like the color, the bright, stand out, and like. When like fans watch me, I want them to say, "Who's number one? Who's the guy with the pink shoes?" Like, so that's why I got them too.
That's great.
Or like even the scouting report, coaches be like, "Yeah, I want you to guard the guy with the pink shoes." Yeah.
That's hilarious.
So that's why,
Beyond the color, what goes into choosing a basketball shoe? Because there's like any shoe, there's tons out there. You're constantly bombarded with all these different, athletes that have their own shoe. What do you look for in a set of basketball shoes? This is something I've never asked, but I've always been curious about.
For me, it's the grip because I'm a fast player. I like to
for sure.
shift left to right. So it's the grip. So basically, this, I look for this, the grip, the color, and then after, probably the player you like.
Interesting.
So like some people like LeBron, and then the high cuts or the low cuts or the mid cuts, that works too. But if you have like ankle injuries, you'd get like probably a high cut.
Okay.
Like a shoe that I like are like these and the Kobe's, because Kobe has a lot of grip.
Is this a mid?
This is a mid cut, yeah.
This is a
mid cut, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because do you think there's a lot of difference between, say, this is Kyrie's shoe?
Yeah, Kyrie's shoe.
Okay, so is there a lot of difference, say, between Kyrie and, say, LeBron's shoe or Steph's shoe? Like, there is.
Yeah, there is.
In what factors?
I feel like this shoe is like for him, like I think crossing over, like because his playing style, it's like it's all built for their playing style. Like Steph is, because his foot kind of like he has ankle problems, so it's kind of flat-footed, I think. So that's built for him. And LeBron's kind of beefy, so his is kind of bulky and like for like big guys. Yeah, so it's really how your playing style is. So like Kyrie likes to dribble and cross, and I feel like I'm that type of player too. So I got that type of shoe, and like I like Kobe's just because of the grip though. But yeah, I think it's the playing style.
These are deadly. Like I want to do just a video of shoes. And these ones would be the stars of the show. Yeah, these are fantastic.
Thank you.
I know that I'm super excited to see you guys play for the championships. It's great to have them at home, right? But that gym's gonna be full. It's gonna be full of people, right? Which is awesome. Be like women's volleyball a couple years ago. Best of luck.
Right,
I know you guys are gonna roll through, and I expect that we'll have a berth in a Canadian championship as well.
Hopefully.
Hey, and take care of that body.
Yeah. All right, thank you.